Let's just watch something. Confident or creepy feminists confront pickup artists.
I'm Vince Kelvin.
I'm Chris Nappy. I'm a dating coach and pickup artist.
I'm known to make men less creepy.
I understand where the
Why did they do that creepy edit?
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was good.
opinion's coming from, but I don't really like the language because it's like objectifying women as like a sexual object.
I'm like disgusted. I'm like, yeah.
You're not entitled to women's attention.
I think he's just trying to sell a product at the end of the day, you know.
Oh, this is crazy.
This is a new segment.
You know who has really good musical intros is Jay Aubrey.
Yeah, oh, extremely.
Like I was
literally-
watching Jay Aubrey's Elon Musk video today, or I was listening to it while I was in the car.
The damage he's able to do with stock footage is like amazing.
Yeah,
like,
no.
really well put together.
It's still loud. Oh, sorry.
It's important.
It is important. Here, I'll turn it down.
God, that's so sick.
Attract and seduce more beautiful women. Learn how to approach beautiful girls with ease and drive them crazy with attraction. The art of seduction is critical to your success as a man. Right now, already what I'm seeing is a lot of toxic masculinity. The idea that in order to have worth as a man, you have to have some sort of level of sexual conquest. And that drives from a very fragile ego.
You've been described as the king of makeouts. Is that true?
I love making out, you know?
This is crazy.
Okay, wow.
Just a heads
lot of
up, like
kissing.
look in the chat before you
Jeez.
type something if someone's repeating something you've already said. Like I know you're
Who's
trying to
keeping
be
track
helpful,
of
but like just read
Makeouts
the
and
chat.
why?
Like I wonder if he has trouble feeling his emotions and like he wants that high of making out with girls to feel something in his heart.
All of those makeouts seem consensual, so there isn't much that I can say. If y'all both like it, y'all both do y'all thing.
Okay, hold it. Your looks are distracting. You gotta at least say hello if you're gonna pass by with such cool looks.
Okay. That kind of would have got me, honestly. I probably would have stopped. But like, no.
I really mean it, genuinely. I kind of forgot where I was going and what are your names? Wait, like a civilized hello, a fast one though, because I gotta
Okay, notice these women's body language. They do not want to talk to him. It does not matter that he is complimenting them. They're not interested.
How about you just go to a place where people are open to talk to you in the first place? Most people that are walking on the sidewalk are heading somewhere to do something and don't have the time to talk to some creep. There's multiple ways to meet people, but on the sidewalk, as somebody's heading to their job or meeting up with a friend,
Nice
you're not going to get
a hot
great
take.
results.
We cannot meet people on the street anymore. What is that? Where are we going if we put restrictions to where you can meet people? Think about it.
You can go ahead and
I
continue.
definitely had an Uber driver the other day who gave me this spiel because I was going to a date and he was talking about like how you can't, you know, meet people anywhere anymore because it's harassment or something like that. And I was like,
I mean, it depends what you were doing before, I guess.
yeah.
That's such a funny like interpretation of the world because it's just like, well, if they feel it is, then it is.
Yeah.
So who are you asking to change? Is
Yeah.
it when you approach someone on the street, you want them to be like, oh, I'm sorry if I'm being sensitive. I would love to talk to a stranger on my way to Target.
Yeah.
That would actually be awesome for me to do.
Holy crap, am I high or do they not know he's right there when they talk about him? Oh, that's interesting.
Oh yeah, no, he's right there.
On to the next clip.
Are you like a bouncer for a club or something?
Well, do you remember the edit that they did at the beginning? Yeah, which that could imply that they filmed these two things.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's like a plate. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
that's
exactly.
Kinda, yeah,
You see what
maybe.
I mean?
That would make sense. But
I'm like disgusted. I'm like,
Objective. I understand.
Make men less creepy.
Because
I don't know. There's like diffuse lighting is like landing on the chair. Just we need corridor.
yeah, I mean,
But
yeah.
I mean, I would prefer that they knew he was there. Do you know what I mean? It feels
Yeah.
like hello, dude.
We
Also,
cannot
that is like a pretty good resting heart rate, right?
meet
Even
people
when
on
you're
the
depressed. Hey, whoa.
Hey,
Ow, dude.
what's up? What's up?
It's all good.
Do you need to go to bed? Do you need to go to your crate? Down. Down, Dipper. Hey. Dipper, down.
Boy.
Good boy.
He says relax.
Good boy.
I love his little relax.
The street anymore. What is that? Where are we going if we put restrictions to where you can meet people? Think about it.
You can go ahead and continue on to the
I don't know about this woke culture, but are there some accents you're allowed to make fun of still? Unrelated to this video, but if somebody say like had a very very funny accent, maybe like it's kind of vaguely European.
I think you can make fun of it.
Oh, okay, good. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
But anyway, this guy's really cool.
the next clip.
Are you like a bouncer for a club or something? It's Club Melanie. I've been wanting to come into Club Melanie forever.
Oh,
You guys never let me in.
no.
I'm sorry.
Today I'm coming in.
Oh,
Even
no,
if I have to
dude.
use force. Melanie.
No, dude.
Today I'm entering your club.
Okay, first of all, if I was her,
Also, it feels like he's doing a spell. It feels like he's doing like an incantation.
He looks like a cyberpunk necromancer.
Yeah.
Isn't he? Or like a warlock that has a Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, dude, it's so. What is it? They have like a special term when you establish contact, kinetic. Kino. Establish kino. How about just read body language?
I
It's so
probably
funny that
would
one
have
was
not
like,
entertained
the women's body
all of
language
that.
going
To
somewhere
me,
else.
it was kind of obvious that
Yeah.
she wasn't really trying to talk. So I feel like, you don't have to push it at that point. I don't like unconsensual touching. I hate when guys touch me.
Yeah.
You're not entitled to women's attention
Why do you think she said no thank you so politely?
because a lot of women are afraid to be aggressive or assertive when stating no. Because again, men have a habit of kind of assaulting us for not being polite enough.
Oh, by the way, something smells real good here. What is it? Is it your hair?
Ugh.
Too
No,
much.
it's not your hair. It's right
So
here. Something that's
crazy.
right there. Let me see.
Too much.
Normally, when I do that routine, then I go like, but rest assured, I won't bite you because I'm a vegetarian vampire. The most I will do is this, but I'm not gonna do it.
I'm like disgusted. I'm like crawling.
Don't do that. Do not invade their personal space without their consent. Don't touch people without their consent.
Like he's making it seem like, oh, this is the way you can get girls if you like act like me, but she clearly looks like, obviously like irritated. She looks
Oh god,
uncomfortable.
he's casting a spell.
I feel bad for her, honestly.
He's doing a hex.
I mean, that's not
I don't. This
the worst.
I don't get it.
Oh!
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
It's
Lost
nice.
us.
Timing
He's like
sucked for me,
uplifting
yeah.
like his male community.
See, I liked it.
mean, that's basically it. I can't really say anything else. Like, it just seems so sleazy.
If they do that every morning, they feel confident. All power to them, to be honest.
Does that one get approval from you?
I get approval. Minus the, that thing. But
Yeah.
everything else, I respect it.
I guess it's cool that you're trying to help people. I think that is very nice and kind from the heart.
Will you be open to meeting Vince today face to face?
I'm good, thank you.
Not really. I don't think we'd have a ton in common.
I'm moved, saddened, not really surprised. Surprise!
That's
Oh my god, the guy's sitting in front of me.
that feels like. That's why I'm like, maybe he's not sitting in
They
front
must.
of
Yeah, he must not be. It would just be very funny to be like,
Yeah.
for them to just think there's a producer sat off to the right with a huge mohawk.
Yeah. That clip of him going, what did he say?
Surprise! Right?
Dipper, can we please relax?
I believe he said my wife.
Do we need to go to bed? Do we need to go to your crate right now? Do you want to back up? Dipper. All right. Let's go to bed.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Oh, now you back up. Dipper. All right, let's go to bed.
What's up, chat? How the hell are you? I mean, who's to say? I should ask a more specific question now. Just say, do like a grid for, hi Jordan, I feel good today, and then say strongly agree, medium disagree, or big disagree. My wife, you're right. R.I.P. Twitter. Twitter's never been better. Are you crazy? Twitter is awesome right now. It's the best. Big disagree, strongly disagree, medium agree. Oh, wait. Somebody just said medium. Medium. Okay, all right. So medium agrees. Medium disagree, just watch a sad movie. You know what? All things considered, that's not a terrible ratio. I'd say I've been ratioed in a good way. Balls was not one of the options that I presented, but I appreciate it nonetheless. I appreciate the balls. Mid, I'm cold. Yeah. I've never been more compelled to read Twitter and less compelled to post. It is the most fun it's ever been to browse the site and to use the app, and the least fun it's ever been to post anything on the app. Yeah. Because it's just all the best stuff on there right now is other people being funnier about it than me. And
I did post she driving on my Johnson, like I said I would yesterday.
That's true.
And it went over very well.
You were bullied by the chat. You were told to do it.
All right. I'm back. Dipper's in bed.
Oh, we were asking for I made a very bad format for asking how everyone's doing. I said like, hi Jordan, I'm doing well. Strong agree, mid disagree, strong disagree.
Yeah, they gave you like a full questionnaire.
That was an awful. Yeah, I did like an essay too. Yeah. Yeah, a bunch of people said abba kappa kappa kappa.
Yeah, abba kappa.
Saddened, not really surprised. Surprise!
It feels like a horror movie. Yeah. Surprise!
There should be smoke from when he appeared. Yeah, some
like
flame.
You could do a horror cut of that.
Surprise!
Surprise!
Hello, hello, Vince.
He has Donald Trump stance, where he's like sticking his butt out.
Yeah. Like, he's got flamingo stance.
Hello, Vince.
Yeah.
It's nice to meet you.
Likewise, you comfortable with touch?
Only the
Oh my God.
hands.
Only the
Yes,
hands.
yeah.
I think we're in a day and age where you ask first. And yeah, the videos, it's out of context. You know,
Yeah, 100%.
we got to know that it's out of context, meaning
Yeah.
we
But
don't
I
see what
have
happened
seen your
before
other
or
videos,
after.
though.
You have.
I have, yes.
As far as some of the dating techniques, it's important to respect each other as people. And I feel like some of the things that you were doing maybe make people uncomfortable, especially as a woman. You don't know when, if I deny this man, if that's gonna be the man that tries to hurt me, So it's not always easy to just tell a guy, hey, you're making me uncomfortable.
I lived in Vegas when I was younger, and I was actually approached by a pickup artist, and he tried to touch me as a 13-year-old.
I come from the place of making men more aware of abundance. A guy's talking to you and he does something that makes you uncomfortable right away because he knows there's more available. He's good with that. So
Interesting
I'm making
logic.
them gentlemen.
I think it's disgusting.
Does he mean abundance, or is he slipping up words?
I believe he's saying abundance. I believe he's saying that men don't feel like there's options out there, and he's trying to communicate that there are options everywhere.
Right.
He's gross.
Yeah,
but I do think that's what
yeah.
he's trying to communicate.
Look, we have a crazy take, and that we think that maybe the stuff he's doing is not great. It's interesting that he is like willing to acquiesce and be like, hey, we're in the day and age where we should ask. I mean, I'll touch you first, but then I'll ask if it was okay that I did it already. Or like, hey, a woman will tell me if she doesn't want that. It's like, well, it's too late, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, did you not want me to steal your wallet? Because I already took it and spent the money.
Yeah.
So,
Whoops.
Whoopsie daisy. Abundance.
Abundance is a weird word for that.
It is interesting.
I mean, I've heard it before.
Poetic, I guess. In a way.
I've heard it before in a non-toxic context or whatever, just in the context of like, there is enough the things in the world that you need for your, like, for everyone or whatever. But it's like an affirmations thing. I guess I kind of see where I don't want to be in the position where I'm defending this guy.
There's
whatever.
also so much of this that's like, I mean, this is how it works, right? It's insidiously okay for the first 10 seconds, and then it's just like, I am nice, I like myself. It's like, great.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm sexy because women love my dick.
Whoa, hold on. Yeah, it's just like people chanting at a baseball game, and it's like,
yeah, it's helpful for rejection. Yeah. It's like,
for sure.
Yeah, abundance is a pyramid scheme word. I feel like
it's.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think there's any debate to it. I think it's just an interesting word, and I do wonder if
it's
that's
just
like
common in, like, my ex used to do a lot of mantras and affirmations that included the word abundance. So maybe I'm like very desensitized to it because I think it's very common in those. It's not in this circle, but I've heard it used a lot.
I mean, it also could be in this circle because it's in California and it's very CBT.
Yeah.
Coded.
Yeah, I mean, like, you go to Cafe Gratitude and it's in the name of every meal.
Yeah.
Every meal has abundance in it.
Man, that's crazy.
Fasting, but if you
the food is so
I think
good.
a lot of
I wish they'd
men and
change.
people out there need help. So I guess it's a good thing that you guys are helping them, but it just gotta, not cross boundaries.
A lot of it is due to a misconception. A lot of people go, oh, that girl is uncomfortable. The girl at the end of the free presentation hired me. She became one of my top trainers. So there's a lot of assumptions. Assumption.
You think that happens with every single girl as they hire him?
Confidence Chris on TikTok. The reason I think I give good dating advice is because I know what the
Hasn't
toxic
lied
guy
in 3
thinks, because I have been that guy.
What's your opinion on feminists?
I like to think I'm a feminist. I f with feminism.
Confidence Chris. It's not what you want to hear, it's what you need to hear. Okay. You can schedule a phone call with him for an hour for $250. Okay.
Look at that
All
resting
right, I know
heart
this
rate.
one's gonna be bad because it's a podcast, and men and podcasts don't go well together, to be honest.
That's true.
As a girl, you be with whoever the you want to be, right? There should be guys in life that you're like, I with you, but realistically, you're not that cool, and I'm down to just fuck. I don't think you should hold back. I honestly don't think you should hold back if you want to a guy because he's hot and he doesn't have anything else going on for him.
I understand where the opinion's coming from, but I don't really like the language because it's like objectifying women as like a sexual object. Just like I wouldn't talk about a man like that.
Isn't he objectifying men
Did they?
as a sexual object?
I mean, I almost want to say they played a different clip. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because I don't imagine that might not have happened, but that just wasn't what that clip was.
Yeah, that clip was, he said, fuck a guy if you want to.
Also, hey man, I am more than on board with mutual objectification. I think it is completely fine with consent to objectify another person. That's whatever. If both parties are on
mutual
board,
objectification.
Go
Absolutely.
for it.
Yeah. If you're, I think it's a fun thing to do if you're like flirting with somebody and you like have a understanding that that's on the table, then it can be fun.
And this is kind of like, I mean, we watched a lot. We were, you and me, recently catching up on like a number of those Netflix. You've been dating around too much time to find the one, and it's really hard to take a step away and be like, okay, outside the artifice of this show, it's kind of fucking Christian. Like, this is very like it's just fundamentally amoral to not want to be in a monogamous relationship.
Wait, this guy was in a Cody Co video?
That's Cody Co. That's if you feed Cody a rare candy.
Uh-oh.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to f somebody just because you want to f them. You don't have to always be looking for a relationship, and that goes for men and women.
Yeah, I hate that. I feel like I'm having to defend this guy because that one girl misunderstood the clip.
Or
they played a different clip.
But she is what she said. Still is. I do think a lot of people do have an adverse reaction to people just being objectified at all, mutually or otherwise. I think it's like a very easy thing to call.
Oh, Cody reacted to him. I see, and it was really bad. Got it.
This is gonna sound stupid, but kind of look at them as if it was like you're just your homie. You know what I mean? It's just like you're talking to somebody and it's like, okay, like we're just having a regular ass conversation.
Yeah.
Treating them as if you've known them for almost a really long time, not being afraid to just talk to them like they're a normal person. You know what I mean? That's really what it comes down to.
A friend.
Yes, a friend.
Yeah.
Look at her like she's an ugly chick.
Dude, damn it.
You had me until the end. Promoting
I'm in the
confidence
first
in
half, not gonna
people,
lie.
that's great. But
This
like,
is
talk to
we
everybody.
just recorded a video about somebody who kind of did this.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Where
It's the jump scare opinion.
just at the end, it's like, because it's like there's no, like, you had me in the first half. You could have just not said that last part.
It does make me wonder if it's supposed to just be like a, don't worry, I'm not like a big girl. I'll say edgy stuff as well. Like, don't worry.
I know it does, because he just keeps throwing fucking around.
And it's just like, okay.
Not that that's fine, but like, not that that's a problem, but yeah.
It was like the way he just tried to play it felt so insincere. It was just like, talk to them like they're your friend. And because these hoes.
Well, it's also the thing of like, I think a lot of these advice guys, especially the one that we just did a video about, do this thing where they tell you how to perform as someone who cares or is genuinely interested in the person, rather than actually like telling you to actually care. They're like, go through these motions, because you won't actually care about getting to know this person or actually care about hearing what they have to say. You just want to fuck.
It is always the implication of just like, hey, look, we all know that women are genetically uninteresting.
Yeah.
So like, let's figure out how we can trick them into thinking they're, instead of just being like, hey, be like a person and become the kind of nice guy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's also, I think, just more like, it's this weird, being a pickup artist guy is a little like being a doctor in like the 1800s, where like, you know, the problem, right, is that people are lonely. You know the problem, people are dying of the plague.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, but because I don't have the answers, the solution is going to be, we're going to cut your head off and like shake you around so all the black tar comes out. We'll put leeches all over you. It's like they don't have the fix, but they can. It connects with people because the first thing you say is, hey, you have the plague. Hey, you're lonely. And they go, oh, yeah, I am.
Yeah, exactly.
You knew that, so you must know how to fix it. And it's going to be like going on Tinder and then telling somebody that their teeth are weird or something.
And it's also like, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, because if you tell 100 people, hey, you're lonely, then 15 of those people go, I am. And then 85% of those people never look at you again. You know what I mean? Like,
and then, which is also pickup artistry. If you go up to 1,000 women in the street and harass them, one of them is going to be made so uncomfortable that they do give you the phone.
There's that thing where a guy emailed 1,000 people stock tips. He said, this stock is going to go up. And then when the stock went up, he emailed 50%, the stock is going to go up, 50%, the stock is going to go down. And then if the stock went up, then he would email the people for whom he was right with his prediction and gave another prediction. And then a few emails down the line, there was like 50 people for whom he had just like predicted the stock market like 5 weeks in a row or something like that. And and then he seemed like he knew what he was talking about, when in reality he was just, playing this numbers game. Yeah.
As if they're a friend. They don't need to be an ugly person to talk to them with kindness and understanding. Like, just get to know people. That's all you have to do at the end of the day.
Yeah.
What would you think if I told you that most of his audience is women?
I can see why. He's attractive.
All right, let's go for our biggest icks for girls. Hygiene.
Okay, one ick I have is when men use the word ick, okay? That's a girl thing. That's for the girls. I'm sorry. Okay, continuing.
No one loves a smelly coochie. You're not a bad you just a regular white girl from a small white town.
Did you really just say smelly coochie?
Wait, I'm confused. I thought he was saying
thought it was
that
gonna be the opposite.
That was. I'm very confused.
So I guess they were saying, most of his audience is women.
Hey, girls.
And then here's him giving advice to women.
Here are my biggest icks for you, girls.
Yeah.
Here's my feedback.
Yeah. I feel like if he said biggest icks in girls versus for girls, then it would have been clear what he was talking about.
Yeah.
But that's semantics. He's a weirdo.
Yeah, his grammar was strange. Also, what a psycho.
Yeah.
The BBL's gotta go. That shelf is looking a little sus. You tell me. Come on.
Okay. I'm personally not really for the BBLs, but if women want to do that and want to look that way, then it's not really up to like this person or this guy to decide that it's in or out. I mean, tribal tattoos are out, and He still has these. Moving on.
Okay, do not give away your access for cheap. It's giving feminist.
You hold your access. You really want a guy to like
Dude,
you.
I feel like all of these podcast studios where the sound panels are all at the walls, they all look like Fresh and Fit.
Dude, I was gonna say, what portion of the market stock of sound insulation is bad podcasts?
Yeah.
Because I guarantee there are fewer musicians buying them than
Yeah.
there are bad podcasters buying them, for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's never anything on them. It feels it's like this is like the audio studio version of what this guy's college dorm would be. There's like
Right.
no art on the walls. There's like
Yeah.
the bed's on the ground. It's a single mattress on the ground.
Yeah.
A lot, you make it hard.
Yeah.
Think about the feeling you have when you hike a small mountain. You're like,
Mhm.
all right, I don't care. But like, think about the feeling you would have if you climbed Mount Everest. Now, imagine the same thing about the way a guy was trying to go after you. If you make it Mount Everest, they're going to appreciate you a lot more.
But also a lot fewer people are going to be willing to put forth that effort.
Yeah.
And the people who do that may not be the people that you're interested in.
And you have to bring like a Sherpa and take time off work. And,
Yeah, there's like a lot of, you have to also pay like $20,000.
There's a lot of equipment.
Yeah.
I see the logic, but I think everyone is different. It's all a case-to-case thing.
I do not agree with that at all. I feel like this kind of video is insidious in its impact, because it's saying to women like, oh, make things harder. But what that message sends to men is, oh, it's not that she isn't interested in me. That no didn't really mean no. That no actually meant try harder. And that's a lot more dangerous of a narrative.
Chris, I think you might just be a little young. I don't know how old you are, but some of these things, like don't give away your access for cheap, they just feel kind of like you have blinders on and you're only thinking from your point of view when there's like so many point of views.
Would you be open to meeting Chris today and talking to him?
Sure. I'd give it a shot.
Surprise.
Hey,
Nice to meet you.
what's going on?
Hi.
How's it going?
Chris.
Thought you'd be taller.
I gotta say, I thought you would be shorter.
Yeah.
He is so much bigger than I thought he would be.
I do think that's like a bit of a, what's not a flex, but a bit of a macho move.
Oh, he's Sigma,
He's trying to
yeah.
big man him.
It's going alpha energy.
Literally trying to big man him,
Dude,
yeah.
the most marginalized people on earth. Shorter guys, the Irish, the Italians, gamers.
Imagine I say that to, like, I see Cody Co on the street.
I thought you'd be taller.
I thought you'd be taller.
Yes.
I know they say you're a short king, but damn.
This guy's a short emperor at
Yeah.
this point. That would be probably unwise.
Thanks.
I
get that a
agree.
lot.
Wait, but how
Hi.
How's it going?
Chris.
Thought you'd be taller.
Thanks. I get that a lot.
Yeah.
Hello, short king.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I give you a hug?
Yeah, you give me a hug.
Oh my God.
I know you only saw a handful of the videos, but
I think I've actually seen your stuff on TikTok. That's why I think I was confused, because I've seen stuff on like your other stuff on TikTok that actually gave really solid advice.
I think that's the issue though, is that like a lot of people do see these like quick things. They make 1 second judgment. And then
Right,
it's like,
but you also are benefiting from that, like, and you are packaging the content knowing that people are going to see the quick things.
Because there is no depth.
Yeah.
What are you gonna sell, right?
I mean,
there is nothing to go beneath that surface.
Yeah, I just think that, well, that defense, I think, is a common one where it's like you're seeing this out of context. I think every one of these guys says it, but they are packaging the content for the TikTok algorithm.
Every single video has to be the first video you've seen.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it also, there's not enough context in this 15-second clip that you uploaded where you
Yeah.
told a woman not to wear like the color yellow. 'cause
Right,
it's
but you should
intimidating.
be aware of the risks of that information running around without context. Yeah.
Especially the last guy. It was like, you don't understand the context. I was hired by
Yeah.
one person ever.
Yeah.
I need more on that story.
The stream the bitrate keeps going all over the place. I can't really.
Should I see if I'm... Oh, no, I'm not uploading anything.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
mean
I
that's a
mean?
problem with the internet.
would you say that any of my videos, I think you said one of them was insidious?
Not intentionally insidious, but I do think it has the potential to bring the wrong message to the wrong people.
Gotcha.
Which is what I'm saying, like, because like I don't think you come from a bad place.
No,
you don't.
no.
You don't strike me as one of those bad dudes who's like,
Yeah.
oh, red pill. Like,
No,
you're
no,
not
no.
one
That's
of
not
those
my vibe.
guys.
That's not my vibe.
It just seems like there might be a little bit of blinders on in certain areas.
That's fair.
she the only one who said blinders, or
I
that
feel
two
like
people
I
said
hear a lot
blinders?
of these comments
think
like
it was two.
online, but then just like hearing it
think it
from
was
people
two.
directly is just a different experience. You're like, that's not what I intended. I think hearing all those different perspectives, like honestly, in a weird way, helps me like think about or make the content I make, because I'm like, what I'm saying is not necessarily what they're picking up, to be honest. Actually, no, that's my new thing, is that I'm trying to like date a girl that's like 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, yo, can you get that like box of Cheerios for me? And then like handle my business too. Be like, yeah, that guy's bothering me.
This guy's bothering me. Let me get out of here.
I mean, it's not the worst. It could have gone worse.
It could have gone worse, and I guess they were deliberately choosing like, hey, here's one objectively toxic dude, and then here's one kind of negotiably toxic guy.
Yeah.
But it's just I yearn for an age where like we got to see that clip and it ended before he hits us with the like, cause these chicks, man,
Yeah.
ugly chicks, regular, you know.